Ladies and gentlemen, if you like ships on coins, then you came to the right place. And continuing with my ships on coins series, I want to talk about this specimen. This is a 2022 new $2 piece. It features Queen Elizabeth II here on the obverse, and on the reverse, the infamous Queen Anne's Revenge. Now, on this particular coin, obviously, we're referring to the Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, but I'm going to refer a little bit to the movie, but I'm going to talk about the ship in real life, a little bit of what happened with this ship, kind of talk about some of the dates, what actually happened to this particular ship, and a little bit about what happened leading to the shipwreck and the discovery of the shipwreck, and many of the dispositions and testimonies of those in which they found of the captured crew. Now, on this coin, you see Captain Barbosa, who utilized this as the flagship after the famed Blackbeard had passed away in the searching of the Fountain of Youth. Most of you remember that. And then again, pictured here with the little zombie crew, which is one of the famed telltale signs of this ship. Now, one of the things about this ship that was also very famous in the movie was the sword that went with it, that controlled it. Now, it was important that this ship, the captain maintained the sword because he could control all aspects of this ship. Another item that was really cool that I thought was really neat was the advent of what they called Greek fire. That was where they utilized pitch. Here in the front, you can see the little cannon spew. And what this would do is they would load the pitch, they would pressurize it, they would light it on fire and spit it out, and it would be utilized to incinerate the ships or even a crew who happened to get on the bad side of the captain. And they would put somebody out in a longboard and then they would torch his butt. So really cool implement of Greek fire, something that had been utilized within the Greek mythology, wars and things of that nature. So from the movie, it was a really cool standpoint. But what I want to talk about a little bit more, purpose, the more nefarious history of Queen Anne's Revenge, in which we only catch slight captures and refer to things like its pirate Blackbeard, which was Edward Teach. Now, the Queen Anne's Revenge began its known career as a French privateer. Now, originally it had been a merchant vessel, and then it was captured and took over and named the La Concorde. Now, during the Queen Anne's War of 1702 to 1713, it continued to operate as a trade ship, a slave ship out of Nantes, France. Now, it was captured by Anglo-American pirates and became the flagship of Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard. Now, the pirates sailed the three-masted vessel as their flagship for a number of months before wrecking it at the Beaufort Inlet. So the famed story of the Queen Anne's Revenge wasn't a long storied one. In fact, Edward Teach only captained the vessel for about 7 months. So there were only little bits and pieces of information that they could get from people that were eyewitness accounts and history family members where they could talk about the reports. But there was really no specific idea, just a generalized picture of what happened when the ship was lost. But there was one document that are in the dispositions and testimony that were presented at the trial of Stede Bonnet, who him and 33 of his crew were captured. And many of these men, even though they didn't spend a lot of time aboard the Queen Anne's Revenge, they were crew members to Bonnet's sloop, the Revenge. So I know that a lot of people think that this ship was out there roaming the high seas for a very long time. And in fact, that's not actually the case. It's not like some of the ships that actually went out there and were found to be on the high seas for a very, very short period of time. The age of piracy wasn't very long itself. So when you look at these items and you see the history, really look at the actual authentic ship. There's a lot of mythology out there. The Black Pearl was one, obviously the Revenge and Captain Bonnie. Uh, there's a lot of different stories out there. I urge you, if you're really interested in this, look for recovery documents and look for things that talk about the ship. This is absolutely an amazing piece. I love the story of the Queen Anne's Revenge. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please consider hitting that notification bell so you get more notifications when I post more videos regarding this topic. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, I'm only 120 away from 1,000. It'd be really great if you could share this out and help me get to that 1K mark. I hope you've enjoyed this. Look for more information. And again, as always, Frostbite thanks you. Have a wonderful day.